Every once in a while we find a neat thing to do a screen grab from, hey? So good morning, today is August 2nd, and there's some birds flying past. So I'm here on the curbside of a street in Orillia, Ontario, and that's not to say it's a secret street, it's just to say that it's, from my perspective, a public street, and not having a home, this is one without an address really to give. I have a home in Taiwan. I got the home in Taiwan quite by accident, actually. I also still have some ideas of things that I'd like to do in life. For example, not prematurely end my life while living in my home in Taiwan. So I've come to realize there are certain events in my environment that are, well, they're a little confusing. So I've asked some people about them, and I'm still waiting on the reply, but it's optimistic. I'm optimistic. And what I would really like to say is, this video isn't just for today. A Course in Miracles says we should begin our day by asking what miracles you would like of me today. You like ask our Father and say, hey Father, what miracles would you like of me today? And then try to listen for the answer whichever way that you know that. I apologize, I did just, it's this. So you should ask our Father, and it doesn't matter in what language, and it doesn't matter in what religion, because it's always the same for everyone. And if it's always the same for everyone, then consider that everyone is part of that one same thing. So ask our Father, in what way can I best help others in my environment today? And you should already have the habit worked out of asking people what their preferences are, and then amalgamating their preferences as much as possible into your actions. That allows you to become generally favorable to them in their environment, unless you're also aggressively bugging them. I mean, these are like the art of scamming, I guess you could call it, but it's just really being honest, like caring about each other. And that's what it means by Little Red Riding Hood and the sheep, and the wolf in Grandma's clothing, or the wolf in the Red Riding Hood. It doesn't really matter. You have to remember that the external environment seeks to preserve itself as well. So even though we don't think of it as being sentient, it is. It adheres to the law of consistency, so that whatever sentience does drive it, because we know that nature does replenish itself, so we can evidence sentience, but we can't identify its general sources. Too big of a scale for us to conceive right now. But that's not to say that we're not able to, and that we are not continually increasing our awareness to be able to. I mean, we're also doing that. So we're on the right track. It's unavoidable in that sense. But in my day today, I'm going to be writing a letter to Air Canada, I suppose, because it's the only way that I can hasten up the publicity of everything else that I'm trying to publicize. And if you really want just like a blunt out summary, I kind of went off on a tangent there in that first video that I was trying to make about this vlog. But I think as long as I just like do something and then tell you what I did, that at least gives me something to report. So since I'm not rambling endlessly on about other things, I guess, I will try to dumb down the severe as much as possible, and I will insert educational memories here and there as needed, and I'm not the one to judge the need. So we can call them randomly placed educational footnotes. There we go. And right, completely unfounded, also considered only Renee's opinion. We can also call it an opinion-laden work of free speech. I mean, so I'm gonna call this vlog, and this is gonna be vlog 12. That's what this one is. Good morning, everyone.